Hey on. Sorry it took me so long to get back on YouTube. Just I was going through some stuff and I got busy trying to look for jobs and whatnot. So I'm gonna try a new thing where I read Reddit stories. This is I'm gonna do a BR BR update. This one's called Will I Be the Asshole If I Only Spoke German to My Husband Despite Him Requesting that I don't? I, 31-year-old female, recently signed up to sit an advanced German exam with the full support and encouragement of my 30-year-old husband. We live in Germany where I work in an English-speaking environment, so to get extra practice in, I told him that after X date we switched to German, which he's fluent in, grew up here. We've managed 2 days so far where even if he accidentally says something in English, I answer in German. But last night I told him he needed a break from me speaking German. I repeated this only for 10 weeks until my exam. Then I'll go back to English. He said, I don't sound like his wife when I speak German. I also feel it's because my mistakes are jarring or my vocab was causing issues. He said, it just didn't feel like he was speaking to his wife. I think it's valid that I stick to my plan to get my speaking practicing. He seemed a bit sad after I said no. Will I be the asshole if I carry on as Dutch? Notable comments. And then OP made some notable comments. Your husband's saying you don't sound like my wife in German isn't about your language skills. It's about missing the natural, intimate connection you share in English. While your dedication to learning is admirable, there's a smarter way to do this that won't string your marriage. Instead of going full German 24/7, try this. Schedule specific German time slots. Breakfast, evening walks, one meal a day. Keep emotional or important conversations in English. Maybe they'll find with a German date night. Use English where either of you need to feel closer. Think of it like a musician practicing. They don't play intensively 24/7. They have dedicated practice time. You can still issue your exam without making yourself feel emotionally disconnected for 10 weeks. Bottom line, you will be the butthole. There are many ways to practice German, but you only got one husband. Find a balance that lets you grow your skills while keeping your relationship strong. Your marriage shouldn't take a 10-week pause for an exam. And about 9 hours later, thanks to most of you for a very well thought out and reasonable comments. I tried to read as many as possible create a different viewpoint. My husband came home this evening, we ate dinner, and I apologized in English for not being very understanding. I showed him the post, so the comments out so much. He discussed and found a healthy compromise that works for both of us to help me prep and not exhausted after a long day. I've also taken on your suggestions of other places I could try to hone my German conversation skills, and I'll try some of them out. Here's another best of Redditor update. This one called Fiance is my childhood. Okay, no. Hey, Here's another best of Redditor update. This one's called My Husband Getting Drinks with a Coworker and I'm Terrified. My husband, who's a 35-year-old male, and I, a 34-year-old female, have been together for 9 years, married for 5. He was showing me a video on his phone the other day that a text came through from a female name I didn't recognize. I asked who it was. He said she's a colleague from a company that his company works closely with. He has text previews turned off so I couldn't actually see what was said, but my suspicions were raised. I know it's wrong, but when he was in the shower that evening, I looked through his phone to see who this girl is and why she's texting him. I found out they've been getting coffee and lunch during the workday. Sometimes to talk about work, sometimes not. Prior to last week, it was maybe once a month communications to plan these, but then she joined a board that he's on with him. So they have a board meeting and then seem to go out as a group for drinks until about 11. I didn't know that he was out with his colleague during this time. Was concerned. What is concerning is that he texted her that night, making sure she got home safe and telling her how much fun he had, but that he had hoping to have more opportunities to talk with her instead of everyone else. The next morning, he texted her good morning and asking her to drink one-on-one next week. She agreed, and he said he couldn't wait. Of course, I looked her up, and she's very beautiful. She's a very beautiful woman, probably in mid-20s. I guess after she was, and what they're connected with. He reads that she's a colleague and is helping get connected with exciting opportunities in our organization. I know it's been really focused on networking, and she has a lot of high-up community connections that looks like she introduced him to. He's also a friendly guy who likes to be involved through board work and professional groups. I don't want to go scorch everything, accuse him of anything inappropriate since my insecurity has been a major issue we've had to work through in the past, but I'm terrified he's going to cheat me. Would this send off alarm bells? How would you respond without accuse him and ruining the marriage? And that was January 26th. So 4 days later, Opie posts an update. Well, you're all correct. I continue to monitor his text without saying anything. He continued to be flirty, texting her good morning, telling her how he couldn't wait to see her and how happy he was to hear from her throughout the day. They did go out for dinner and drinks the other night. It sounds like it must have gone well, since they are now having flat conversations to set the framework for their affair. They've discussed that they want to keep things private at work, that she doesn't like that he's married, that they both have mutual feelings and are going to continue and are on the same page about everything, and that she initially didn't want to start this, but has developed feelings she can't ignore. Well, my husband told that he's always had these feelings and couldn't resist her. Not sure if anything physical happened, but I'm assuming that I've been heartbroken, but now I'm just furious. I'm getting my affairs in order to confront him and end the marriage. Well, yeah, that one was a lot. I mean, like, on the previous special weather update, I didn't have a lot to say, but this one, yeah, the guy had it coming. Cause I mean, like, why the hell would you keep saying that? But yeah, I'm glad that she's gonna finally divorce the guy. She can see she needs to. Here's another best of Redditor update. This one is, am I the butthole for not inviting my brother's girlfriend to my wedding, even though she exists? Hi everyone. This is posted January 24th of this year. Hi everyone. I'm in a tough spot, not sure if I'm in the wrong. I, a 30-year-old male, am getting married in 3 months to my fiance, a 28-year-old female. We decided to keep the family pretty small. About 50 guests, mostly close family and dear friends. We don't really have the money for any more people. My brother, a 35-year-old male, has been dating a woman. Let's call her Anna, a 32-year-old female, for about a year. They're not married, don't live together yet, but they're clearly serious. However, Hannah has been a problem since the beginning. In the few instances we've interacted, she made snide comments about my fiance and our age choice. For example, she criticized the fact that we're having a child free with. She said our menu sounds too basic. We told traditional Italian food, nothing fancy. Once in front of the family, she joked that she doesn't see our marriage and marriage lasting long. My fiance feels uncomfortable around Anna, and honestly, so do I. When we send out the invitation, we only include my brother, assuming the reason would be obvious. Well, it wasn't. When Anna found out she wasn't invited, she blew up. She called me saying it's a matter of respect, and that as my brother's partner, she should automatically get an invite. My brother agrees and even threatened not to come if we don't invite her too. Now I'm trying to step in and saying it's just one day, and we should keep the peace in the family. But my fiance and I feel like inviting Anna with me sacrifice our comfort on one of the most important days of our life. I don't want to exclude my brother, but I don't think I'm obligated to invite someone who's been disrespectful to us. So am I the butthole? Before I read the update, I want to say no, because she made snide remarks and whatnot. So why would you be obligated to invite her? So, so that was the 24th. 3 days later, Opie posts an update. Hi everyone, thank you so much for your comments and advice on my original post. It is incredibly helpful to read different perspectives, and I'm happy to share now that the situation has been resolved. After reflecting on everything, I decided to have a direct conversation with my brother. I explained that the decision to not invite Aaron wasn't about disrespecting their relationship, but about the hurtful comments she made and how they made my fiance and I feel. I told him that our wedding is a day for us to feel safe and supported, and I wasn't willing to compromise on that. At first, my brother was defensive, but eventually he realized how much Anna's words had affected us. I also made it clear that if Anna truly wanted closure, she would need to reach out to us, acknowledge the past behavior, and commit to being respectful at the wedding. To my surprise, Anna actually texted me yesterday. She apologized for her comments, saying she didn't realize how much they hurt us. She promised to behave appropriately and assured me that she wanted to celebrate a big day without causing drama. While I'm still cautious, I appreciate her effort and sincerity, so I agreed to let her come with clear boundaries in place. One thing I really want to highlight is how much my parents stepped up after our initial conversation. When I told them how important it was for my fiance and me to feel supported, they backed me completely. They even talked to my brother and reminded that this is our day and that respecting our choices should be the priority. Their support made a huge difference in it on this strength my resolve to stick to what felt right for us. The final agreement is this: Anna will attend the wedding, but only under the condition that she respects our boundaries. If there's any inappropriate behavior, my fiance and I resolved the right to ask her to leave. She agreed, and my brother saying really that we found a solution. We're now feeling much at peace and excited about the wedding. Thank you again to everyone who commented. You gave me the clarity and confidence that this situation in a way that works for us. And here's a final update a day later. Alright, since some people question whether Anna's positive genuine or if her brother actually voted for her, honestly, I don't care. What matters is that whether she meant it or not, the responsibility for her behavior has now shifted entirely onto her brother. He vouched for her, he convinced me to let her come, and now if she does anything at the wedding, the blame will be on her, not me. Everyone in the family now fully understands who the real problem is, but I no longer have to stress about trying to prove anything. If she screws up, she's the one who will face the consequences, and I won't have to lift a finger. At the end of the day, I don't need to be her friend. I don't need to trust her, and I definitely don't need to care about whether her apology was heartfelt or just damage control. All I care about is that she knows she's on thin ice. My brother is the one keeping her in check, and if she's so much It breathes wrong. At my wedding, she's the one who will burn for it, not me. So yeah, I'm not worried about this. Whatever happens, happens, and I'll enjoy my wedding regardless. Thanks again to everyone who gave solid advice. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I'm glad that Anna finally apologized, but I hope Anna really learns her lesson. And here's another Best of Redditor update. I'm doing a Best of Redditor update video. This one is called Am I the Butthole for Not Wanting My Husband to Go Away for a Weekend for his best friend's bachelor party when I'm 37 weeks pregnant? This was posted March 25th, 2019. My husband's best friend got engaged and my husband is the wedding party. And my husband is in the wedding party. He is not the best man, but is doing most of the planning for the bachelor party. In his friend group, they usually do a golf weekend. Also, this is likely the last bachelor party in the group as the rest of the guys are already married. However, we have a 2-year-old and I'm currently pregnant with our second child and due on August 25th. When he started planning the bachelor party, I told him that planning something earlier in the summer would give him a high chance of going for a full weekend. I originally framed it as not wanting to be stuck watching a toddler by myself for a full weekend. My third trimester is out golfing, which was a mistake. I should have framed it as not wanting him to go away for a weekend so close to my due date. They finally picked a date for the bachelor weekend. It's August 8th. So I'll be almost 38 weeks pregnant and considered full term. Technically, I'll be 38 weeks the day he plans to get back. So it's about 2 weeks before my actual due date. The bachelor party will be about 2 hours away without traffic. Previously, golf week. He has been terrible about keeping his phone charged and it can be hard to get in touch with him. Also, while he doesn't drink, he does smoke pot and will most likely be smoking the whole weekend. Thinks that as long as he gets someone to watch a toddler while he's gone, it's fine to go for the full weekend, 2 to 3 nights. This makes me incredibly nervous. I'm willing to compromise and agree to an overnight plus a day of golf. I wanted to keep his phone on and charge at all times and say he stay sober in case I go into late. He seemed to think this is an unreasonable compromise when I initially brought it up. Since then, he's unwilling to discuss it until they finalize the plans for the weekend. I'm of the mindset that there are very few times in our marriage where my needs, wants, desires take priority over his, but that this is one of them. So Reddit, am I the butthole for not wanting him to go to a bachelor party for 2 to 3 nights so close to my due date? And OP posted a small little update. I tried to talk to my husband about the bachelor party and specifically asked how they arrived at that weekend. My husband said the only requirement was that every groomsman be able to attend and that he threw out 2 dates. One in July and the one 2 weeks before my due date. The July date didn't work for some of the groomsmen, so he picked the August date. Those were the only 2 weeks discussed and he apparently picked both. His argument is that if I went into labor when he was at work, uh, happened to be on a long call, it would take him over 2 hours to get him, so why is it not okay to plan a trip that would take him the same distance away? I tried to explain that there's a difference between work, where if he can't get home, it's because someone is seriously injured or something is burning down, and a bachelor party. He doesn't see that when he wants to be there for his friend. In his head, the due date is August 25th, and there's no chance that the day could possibly come 2 weeks early. We didn't get a chance to discuss duration of the weekend or the possibility of not smoking before the conversation is on. He got pissed when I brought that he has a poor track record keeping in touch regarding these things. Although he was pretty angry throughout the whole conversation, to be honest. I tried to remain calm throughout the conversation, but I did cry and I was the one to walk away After work today, and getting my son, we're going to stay with my parents. And then 5 months later, I'll be posting an update. So the bachelor party was this weekend. My husband and I ultimately decided to wait until the doctor's appointment the week before the party to make a decision. It's just that baby's coming any day now. He was going to go for the day. Meanwhile, my mother-in-law volunteered to watch our son for the week. And it turns out that my parents are moving, and wound up moving to an apartment that is 5 minutes from our house, so they would be around in case I happen to go in LA. But the OB said she didn't think that they would come this weekend, so decided that my husband would go to a bachelor party for 2 nights with the stipulation that he remained sober and be ready to leave at a moment's notice. My husband told his friends that he'd be up on Friday. We were all set. And then Wednesday, all hell broke loose. Our son got rash on his hands and feet, and it turned out that someone at daycare come down with hand, foot, and mouth disease. He wasn't showing any other symptoms, so we weren't sure if he actually had it or if it was just a random rush. We decided to see how he was on Thursday. If he had a fever, I was going to get a hotel because if I came down with it, I could pass it to the baby, and my husband was going to have to stay home. Our son woke up with a fever. Our son woke up fever-free on Thursday morning, so we were still all set. Now on Thursday night, my mom went to the ER with stomach pain. Turns out she was going to need surgery. My husband was supposed to leave at 6 a.m. on Friday, but I asked him to wait until we got up there. My mom, when I called her on Friday morning, apparently she was feeling better, so the doctor told her that she might be able to go home and, schedule the surgery for a later date. I gave my husband the go ahead leave for the bachelor party. Except then the doctor changed his mind, decided surgery couldn't wait. My mom spent the weekend in the hospital waiting for a surgery to be available. She finally was able to have the surgery on Sunday morning. In the meantime, I lined up a few friends in case I happened to go and delay. My dad was also around, but had a handful dealing with my mom in the move. So this weekend was stressful and it felt like everything that could go wrong did, but at least the baby stayed put. My husband got to go to 2 of the 3 nights of the bachelor party. My mom's surgery went well, and our son never actually got sick. And my husband was a lot more responsive than normally because of the whole situation with my mom. I'm just glad my husband's home and that this week is finally over. And then made a final edit to the update. Wow, I really wasn't expecting this to blow up like this. My husband and I were looking at the weekend with attention feeling. I said, what else could go wrong? He's a great husband and father and very helpful around the house. I understand that he wanted a lot to rob with the boys before the baby comes, and I thought that we did pretty well coming up with a compromise that was as stress-free possible. That was as stress-free as possible for everyone involved. Unfortunately, the best laid plans and all that crap. We're both just glad that he was able to have a great time with his friends. No one got HMF. My mom didn't miss a baby being born. Wow. I just hope my boyfriend is not like this. I mean, like, he's pretty responsible, but I'm 30 and he's like 23 now. I know it's a big age gap, but I recently found out that it basically runs in my family. Most of the times, the men that are older than the women are about the same age length. Because my grandma was 19 and my grandpa was like 26 when my mom was born, and my mom was the oldest. And then, my mom was like 24, and my dad was like 7 years older, so he was like in his early 30s when I was born. But now it's the opposite. Because I'm 7 years older than my boyfriend. So, I'm just saying that I hope by the time I get pregnant, my boyfriend is not like this. And so, we'll see. Let's see. Bye. Please rate, subscribe, and comment down below.